U.S. farmland. It's being snatched up by international buyers. We've seen it, especially when it comes to the Chinese, in Grand Forks, North Dakota, for example, Green Charter Township, Michigan. And now we're getting some hard data on the situation. The Government Accountability Office releasing a report that found foreign ownership in general and investment in U.S. farmland jumped to about 40 million acres in 2021, a 40% jump from 5 years prior. That's not all. They also found problems with the way that data is being tracked, saying, quote, processes to collect, track, and report key information are flawed and do not sufficiently verify and conduct quality reviews to track the accuracy and completeness of the data. I turn to this case in the state of Oregon. A Chinese billionaire, Chen Tingquao, we now know that in 2015, he purchased 200,000 acres in Oregon. And we didn't learn about this until weeks ago. It just sort of illuminates the problem, does it not?
Well, we've been asleep at the wheel for so many different facets of this, especially the CCP's encroachment on our American sovereignty. You look at things like TikTok. You look at things like the Chinese spy balloon. You look at things like our next generation wireless, 5G, trying to build Huawei, which is a CCP-linked company, state-linked actor, near our military bases. China is exercising its power, soft power, hard power, any way it can against us. And this is another facet of that issue. It has to be nipped in the bud, and unfortunately, it's been allowed to endure much too long. We are way behind.
And I do think the special committee that Speaker McCarthy stood up to look at this has shown, I think a lot of Democrats were skeptical, but I think with Raja Krishnamurthy at the head of the Democratic side working very well with, like his name from Wisconsin,
Mike Gallagher.
They're doing a good job of really looking deeply at this issue, not necessarily through a partisan lens, but this is a great issue for them to look at. And not only is it a national security concern, it is putting more pressure on family farms that cannot afford to maintain business, and we're shutting down like farming in America as an
By the way, I want to get to you in a second, but I just want to put into context here what it's 198,000 acres, what that is, right? Like, what is 198,000 acres? Can you visualize it? Here it is. It's 150,000 football fields. Wow. If you think about a golf course, let's go to the most famous, Augusta National, more than 500 Augusta National golf clubs all put together in one. Or, ever been to Manhattan? It would be 13 Big Apples.
The Chinese Communist Party is the greatest threat facing America in the 21st century, and both parties are so far behind the eight ball, it's unbelievable. The Chinese are trying to destroy us within via TikTok, but they're also trying to buy up our food and timber. That is how they plan to beat us. And when they're not buying our food and timber, okay, and it's slipping through the holes, then they're spying on our military bases and having blimps come overhead. I mean, the Chinese Communist Party, if we don't get ahead of this, we're going to defeat America without ever firing a shot.
I agree with Ford on that, and I think that we have to prioritize China a lot more than we happen to be doing right now, because it's not just TikTok. They are attacking us on multiple fronts, where we're talking about economic, we're talking about in science and in medicine, and we're talking about right now when we're looking at what is a crisis in my mind. That level of acreage is ridiculous for someone to have.
13
in general, I'm still waiting for my 40 acres too.
Well, not to mention too that like the growing national debt is a huge issue, and you see there's a growing bipartisan coalition in the House right now to get behind a commission to look at the national debt to reduce it. And like one of the largest payments the government makes right now is interest on the debt. Who's the biggest holder of that debt? China.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you for watching. And make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.